Hey testers and developers, welcome back to our channel. If you are tired of juggling multiple tools for API development, testing, and documentations, well, say hello to API Dog, your all-in-one platform for designing, debugging, and testing APIs like a pro. In today's video, we will walk you through on how to use, step by step, from setting up your first API request to running automated tests effortlessly. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced developer, API Dog makes API development smooth and efficient. So let's begin. Now, first of all, you need to visit the official website, which is going to be apidog.com. From here, you have two options. You can basically click the download button or click the launch web app, depending on your preferences. All right. If you do, you can continue signing in with your credentials. All right. Now, then you will be forwarded to the homepage wherein you have all of these sections for you to utilize. All right. Now, you would notice that you have the projects. This is going to be the workplace where you can organize APIs, endpoints, and related resources. The next tab is going to be the resources, wherein it's going to be a section where you can store endpoints, schemes, documentations related to a project. All right. The activities is going to be a section where you can track API changes, testing history, and collaboration updates, but it requires a subscription plan before you can utilize this feature. The member section is going to be an option where you can manage team members and their roles in the API projects. For example, I can invite someone here via a link. For example, this, copy that link, copy a link, send it to the team member or your client. You can also invite via email and type in the email here. You can set the permission as an admin, editor, read-only, forbidden, or customized, depending on what you want to modify them. Obviously, the plans is going to be the subscription details and API usage limits. All right. So right now we have all these. The settings is going to be something that obviously where you can customize the way you wanted your API Dog to look like. But the next option is, if you go back to the API Dog homepage, there's going to be a second option that says download. No credit card required, no time limit on free plan. If you click the download button, similarly to the web interface, you will be welcome with this section. All right. So for example, we're going to be other and click explore, and this is going to be the API app. Now, this is going to be a handful and helpful tool for you to create an API. How? You see there's like a new endpoint, new schema, markdown, and new request. If you click this button right here, you can create a new request. All right. For example, what we're going to do is to create something like this. Click the save button. So we have already created our first endpoint here, or the request. Now for the APIs, I'm going to be clicking this one. Now there is a plus button here, wherein if you click the more section, you can create a new endpoint, new markdown, and new request. Right. So depending on your preferences. Now, since we already created a new request, there's also a plus button here if you want to create new endpoint folder, new WebSocket, and a lot more. The section here on the left side, which is going to be the test. If you want to create a new test scenario, you're also welcome to do that. Click the description, add a new label, click the continue. You have the priority set to middle, right? And the good thing about it is that you can click the run section here we need to add a new step. And then when you hover to the APIs, you have the endpoints, start your API Dog journey, and a lot more components, requests right here. So basically the endpoint that we have is, you can share this visibly or from internal. For now, status is going to be, you can choose from released, testing, deprecated, and developing. So we're going to be choosing the testing for now. Maintainer, you can put in here, tags, and the service inherent from parents or default server. And of course, you can put in some description here. You have the request for body, headers, cookies, and pre-processors. So you have all these. Now, once you have finalized all this, I want you to click on save. Make sure that we have successfully created a request here as an ongoing project in API Dog. Now, the shared docs is something that you might want to check in to gain more insights. You can click on new data if you want. Select the environment, for example, a testing environment for now. We're going to click on OK and click on save. If you want some new doc site for publish, you need to upgrade. So we're not going to do that for now. The history is a section wherein you can select the history from left side to view details, shared and local. There's three dots here. You can close all tabs and a lot more. Now, if you want to invite a specific team member to your project or your client, you can do so. Again, we have done this earlier, but inviting a new user can earn you a $10 credit. All right, so that's one of the easiest ways for you to earn a passive income while exploring how API Dog can help you and your organization achieve productivity and efficiency. Now, after exploring the API Dog application, you can easily switch back to the web page right here because it offers different categories like API Hub. The API Hub is basically a marketplace for integrations to make your workflow a lot easier. You can, of course, integrate API Dog with GitHub, Instagram API, WhatsApp Business API, DeepSeek API, Slack Web API, and a lot more. All right, so it's categorized into cloud, data, API, developer tools, businesses, tools, finance, entertainment, get medias, and transportations. And you have half of the organization, as you can see. If you're not an owner, click the new organization here if you want to add one. And if you want to create a new project, you are welcome to do that. But of course, you need to put the information. Click the new create section so you can create a new project from the web app after creating a project on the API Dog application for your computer. Similarly, all right, you can still create a new API. For example, new markdown. Put the information here. You can put in an image. And once you've finalized that, click the save button. And that's a wrap on our guide to using API Dog. So I hope this tutorial helped you understand how to streamline your API development and testing processes. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again in the next one.